Okay, this is my video on prismatic machining, my own student part. When we first get started, we need to have part active already before we go in and choose the prismatic machining, which we're all there, so we're good. As we begin, it starts off with a green check mark. And before we get in there, make sure that the material's selected and we have a safety plane set. Now for the first thing we're going to do is choose the generic machine, which we're using just a basic 3-axis machine. Not going to change any of the home points, so we just select OK. Next, we're going into the part operations, and we are going to start with the rough stock, which is going to go into existing 3D shape. Select the shape. Here, and as you notice that the symbols are similar, we do not need to create geometry outside of complementary geometry. Next, we're going to select the part body. This is our part body. We're going to just select from the tree. We don't need to change any of the parameters here as well, so we just did OK. You'll notice once you've gotten that in, there will be a rough stock in the tree now. Next, we're going to go to edit the part operations. And first, notice we've got the green check marks up there. If we need to adjust for the local access or the origin, go into the pen and edit. You select origin. I'm going to go here to the point, which I've already have it set. You select that and press OK. This is now selected. Now for the first part, we're going to check these off and select this. And it'll give you instructions on what to do as you go up here. But to make sure that you're not selecting the rough stock, going into the part body to select the part. Once you've selected that, double click. We're not going to select any fixtures as we do not have a vise. So we're going to go to the rough stock. Again, go back to the tree. Select the rough stock from the tree, double click in no man's land, a green check will appear. Next, we're going to select the safety plane, which is right off there, which is roughly 1/2 inch off the part. Next, the feed and speed configurations keeps the basics of aluminum, which is a 6061 T6 aluminum. What type of machining type we're going to be doing, which is drilling, and this I've chosen just the finishing quality. Now we're going to select OK. Now the part operations now has a green check because we're now finished with that. Now we need to make a tool and use the specs from that. You're going to go to create a drill tool. Here we're going to go and do this. This is going to be a 1/4 inch width. And to select these parameters, we're going to go here. And we can change them here or here. This Change the parameters of how tall, how thick. To get the point length is make sure that we've got a bit of a point there. Do I think they're usually standards to that. I'm gonna press OK. Now we have our tool. Now we're going to go to programming and choose the axial machining. Choose our tool for this. You got to go down here first. Notes, then to drilling. Select the grain, OK. Now we're going to go select the tool. Select the tool there. We're going to want to continue searching. No. Now it wants us to check for which holes. So we're going to go to the tree again, and the first hole, and the pattern. Double click so that we can get out of it and back into choices. Now it wants to know what is the whole top, which is going to be the top of the part. Select this and the green check. Now we're going to select the check, the safety check, which is our safety plane. And we're going to select that and the green check and OK. And again with the bottom, select the bottom. And there, OK. Now this is a through hole, so we will select through hole. And now we can simulate. Now, when there's toolpath shows up red, there's something amiss, so we can go back. First, we can do this and then see what it is. If we go through and notice in a slower manner, again, so you can see the tool. It's not going completely through. So we can go back. Change the approach. And how far it is away from the part. This is where we get it to go through the breakthrough. This shows how far we can go through. This will just use 1/8 of an inch. And in here, we will select approach and edit. And go here to axial motion up to the plane. I'm going to select this. So it knows where the plane is, and this is 1/2 inch. And then press OK. Again with retract. And same. And the tool will pull back to this position before moving to the next one. The clearance, we can do this so it always knows that it has a clear spot. And the same with the linking moves that it will make. There, okay. Same with the approach. Select, choose, and okay. Now I'm going to simulate. Now we have a green check mark. Again, I'll do this slower so we can see each step that it is going through. That's too fast. Let's change the speed. Now you can see that we have a green tool path, which means that everything's okay. And then press play, and we're good through. Okay, and the changes we make there, we can also adjust if our speed and feeds are too fast. We can change in this window if necessary. As these go, these seems they're not breaking anything, and so we're okay. We need to go back again. Readjust it to the C. You go there. Everything's good. Thank you.